Welcome to the introduction to negative keywords in Google Ads. Let me start off by asking you a simple question. Have you ever ran a Google Ads campaign? You got lots of clicks, but hardly any actual sales. Now, if that's the case, then you're not alone, because most business owners I speak to don't realize they're actually burning their budget in Google Ads simply because they're missing out on one crucial thing, and that is negative keywords. So in this introduction to negative keywords video, I'm going to break it all down for you, right? So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be covering several things. The first one, I'm going to be covering what are negative keywords. Then I'll be covering why negative keywords are important. Then we'll be talking about how could you save hundreds, if not thousands of pounds in wasted ad spend by using negative keywords. Fourthly, we'll talk about the types of negative keywords. I'll be giving you real life examples so you really get to understand what negative keywords are. And at the end, I'm going to be offering you a free guide which tells you everything you need to know to get started with negative keywords. Now, before we continue, my name is AJ Duna. I'm a digital marketing specialist. I've got over 20 years of digital marketing experience. So I've been there, seen it, done it. I've run so many different campaigns in our agency with so many different clients. I'm also a best-selling author with a book I published called How to Win Customers with Google Ads. So if you want to learn more about negative keywords or anything relating to Google Ads, first thing I do is I'd suggest you hit that subscribe button, because I produce weekly content on all forms of digital marketing, including Google Ads. So let's get on with it. The first thing we can talk about is what are negative keywords in Google Ads. Now, think about negative keywords like a bit of a filter. A negative keyword, it's a word or a phrase that you tell Google not to show your ads for. So let me give you an example. Let's say, for example, if you're in the business of luxury kitchen company, let's say that's your main keyword. And if you want high quality leads, right? So you're a luxury kitchen fitting company and you want high quality leads. Now, what if somebody comes and searches for cheap kitchen fitters near me? That's not you, because you only focus on luxury kitchens. So what you can do is that you can add the word cheap as a negative keyword, because in that way, Google will block your ad from showing to people using that in their search. So when they're typing in cheap kitchens, then your ad will not be shown. Is that simple? Now, let me give you one more example. Now, let's say, for example, if you've got a client that sells premium fitness coaching. Now, this actually happened to one of our existing customers, right? So that they offer fitness coaching but only at a premium level. Now, they kept getting a lot of people searching for free home workouts. So what we did is that we added the word free as a negative keyword. And what that led to is a lead quality improvement straight away, an improvement in customer conversion, and an improvement in the overall number of conversions that this customer is now getting. So think of negative keywords like a fishing net. Negative keywords stop you catching the wrong fish. The second thing I told you we're going to talk about is why are negative keywords so important. Now, before I do continue, if you haven't already done so, do hit that subscribe button, because I do produce weekly content on all forms of digital marketing. By you subscribing to my channel, you're going to be helping my video to reach more businesses just like yours. Now, again, why negative keywords are so important. Now, let's talk about why this really matters. Negative keywords are important because you're paying every single time somebody clicks on your ad. Every irrelevant click is literally taking money out of your pocket and giving it to Google. Every click is costing you. So even if it's irrelevant, it's costing you. So here's what happens when you use negative keywords properly. Firstly, you avoid wasting your budget on tire kickers, people that will never be your customers anyway. The second thing that happens is that you improve your conversion rates. And then what happens is that Google rewards you with a better quality score, which means that you're getting cheaper clicks over a period of time. Let me give you a real life example on what difference is made to a Google Ads customer we took on who already had a Google Ads campaign running. So I had a client who sells wedding cakes, very specific product, but they were showing up for keywords like wedding cake toppers and even wedding clip art. Now, that's totally irrelevant. My customer did not need these sorts of clicks, and yet they were paying for it. So after reviewing their keywords and their search terms, and by adding some simple targeted negative keywords, their wasted ad spend dropped by 40%. And their leads, they're getting way better quality leads now. A very simple thing that we did, but this stuff works, right? So negative keywords in Google Ads work, but you need to stay on top of it. The third thing we're going to talk about is the biggest mistakes people make when using negative keywords in Google Ads. Now, like anything, there are a few common mistakes I see people making, especially if you're new to Google Ads. The first mistake is not using them at all because people don't know about them, right? So most people will set up a Google Ads campaign and they'll skip the negatives completely. They assume that Google will figure it out. It won't. Google will not figure this out for you. You have to make an active attempt to make sure that you've got really good quality negative keywords. The second mistake I see people making is going too broad. Now, what I mean by going too broad is, let's say if you add the word free as a negative keyword, but then you offer a free consultation. Now, you want to offer a free consultation because you want to use that as an opportunity to show people what you can do and how you can help them and to build that rapport with them. But by adding the word free, you're knocking out that keyword for free consultation. So you're not going to be found when people are typing in free consultation. You could accidentally block exact people that you want. So you got to be smart about it. Don't just go around stuffing in all sorts of negative keywords. The third mistake people make is set it and forget it. So Google is not a system whereby you can set it and forget it. They want your money. So you need to regularly check your search term report inside Google Ads and keep adding new negative keywords. Now, what I do at people at my agency, what we typically do is that we usually look at negative keywords on a weekly basis for our clients. And more often for some of the bigger accounts that we've got. So some of the bigger accounts that we've got, we go look at them daily. Also, at the start of a new campaign, it's imperative that you check your negative keywords more frequently, at least for the first few weeks. The fourth thing that I was going to talk about is the types of negative keyword match types. Let's talk about match types for negative keywords, because this is where people get confused. Now, there are three main types of match types. The first one is broad match. So broad match is the default. You just enter a word like cheap and it blocks any search term that includes the word cheap in any order. The second match type is called phrase match. So you can put quotes around, like for example, double quotes, free consultation. And that blocks out any search term that has got the exact phrase where it contains free consultation either before or after. So for example, if someone's typing in a free marketing consultation in Birmingham, then the word free consultation is a phrase match and that's what will be blocked. So again, you've got to be careful with what you block from your negative keywords, which is why it's always advisable to get an expert to look at your account because they know the good things and the bad things and how to avoid these common mistakes. The third type of match type is called exact match. So what you do with the exact match, you wrap your keywords in square brackets. Like for example, cheap kitchen fitters. So that will block anyone who's typing in the exact word cheap kitchen fitters, and it won't block out anything else. So my advice is start with phrase match negative keywords first, and then see how your traffic responds, and then you can get more specific if you need to. Now, this was just an introduction to negative keywords, the why and the what. In my next video, I'm going to be doing a full step-by-step walkthrough. It's going to be a masterclass on negative keywords, whereby I'm going to show you how to actually find the best negative keywords, where to add negative keywords into your Google Ads account to add these negative keywords. And then I'll be talking about how to structure your negative keywords list properly using real campaign examples. So if you want to see exactly how to do it, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you don't miss it. So when I do create new videos, then you'll automatically get notified. Now guys, I did also say I'm going to be telling you about a free guide. So if you're running a Google Ads campaign and maybe it works or maybe it didn't work, click on the link below to a free guide that you can download straight away, which will tell you everything about negative keywords and Google Ads. Make sure you do pay attention to Google Ads because you're leaving money on the table. And if you found this video useful, drop me a comment. What's been your experience of negative keywords? What type of match types have you used? Or which ones you like and don't like? Because for example, match type called broad match modifiers, but unfortunately Google has got rid of that. So just take a bit of time and drop me a comment below. And if you want to book a free strategy call with me, again, there'll be a link in the description box below. Book a free 20-minute strategy call, grab my free checklist, and in the strategy call, we can even look at your Google Ads account. We can give you a free audit to tell you what's good and what's bad and where the improvements can be made in your Google Ads account. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you on another video. If you want to learn more about Google Ads, check out this video here. It's going to tell you a ton of insights about Google Ads. Take care and goodbye for now.